private intelligence operatives, most of whom come out of our intelligence community. So what I want to do is address my first question to General Hayden. So as most of you know, there was this terrific front page piece in the New York Times today reporting that in 2004, the CIA, before your time, hired outside contractors from Blackwater as part of this program to locate and assassinate al-Qaeda operatives. They, quote, helped the spy agency with planning, training, and surveillance. Now, maybe I'm being a narcissist, like all writers, but I can't help but speculate that this emanated as a leak from the CIA in response to a piece I did on Tuesday in the Daily Beast saying that Leon Panetta's urgent hearing on June 24th to Congress disclosing that the CIA had misled Congress for 8 years was actually based on a mistake. That this was not a violation, that the program was really little more than training and intelligence collection. But I'm not going to talk about that piece because I know that I've tried to ask General Hayden about it and he won't talk to me. But I do want to talk about the use of private contractors by the CIA. So Mazzetti's article indicates that the reason Panetta briefed Congress in the first place was that he became alarmed. And here I'm quoting from Mark's piece, that the CIA had used an outside company in a program with lethal authority, which raised deep concerns about accountability in covert operations. So this tells me that the use of private contractors in this kind of a risky, lethal action changes the whole game. Panetta thought the use of contractors meant that he was required, that this met the threshold for briefing Congress. So I want to ask you, General Hayden, without going into some of the stuff that you won't talk about, do you agree that outside contractors shouldn't be used in risky covert operations?
Well, I guess the first thing I'd have to say, Joe, is as you've carefully pointed out, I'm not commenting specifically about any concrete action or commenting on the specific article that Mark wrote in the Times or Joby Warwick had in the Washington Post. We use contractors at the agency for a variety of things. We go to contractors because they possess certain experience or certain knowledge that we don't have inherently inside our workforce, or at least we don't have it inherently at that time. I have put stars on the wall during my time as director that were contractors. So I make no pretense that contractors are over here running our fire department and government employees are all over here inside of mission areas. That's simply not true. Actually, contractors don't run our fire department. Those are government employees, and that was one of the questions I asked is, why do we have government employees for a service that we can obviously buy? I would brief the Hill on a variety of activities, be they foreign intelligence or covert action, and I would occasionally be asked, more than occasionally, particularly as time went on, was that done by a contractor or was that done by a government employee? And generally my answer was, I don't know, I'll have to get back to you. Because in most instances, we were trying to use a football metaphor, which my wife has warned me not to use so much anymore, we generally use the best athlete available in the draft. Who is the best individual for this task at this moment? Okay. We have come into a bit of a spin inside of our broader political culture, contractor bad, government employee good. If you take anything away from my contribution to this morning's discussion, reserve judgment on that. And certainly don't make that a generalization. All right? We viewed contractors as an integral part of our workforce. And Joe, I'm going along, so I just say one more sentence, and perhaps someone will follow on with questions. All that said, what I've just said about contractors and how important they are, I directed my agency when I was director to reduce the number of contractors by 15%. And we did that over a period of time not more than about 12 months.